Hi guys! So today I'm going to give you some tips about the Dockstart. So the classic one, the running Dockstart. The running Dockstart, this is the easiest way to get started pump filing. So if you can start with this one, it's going to be easier. So in this video I'm going to give you some tips and I'm going to try to use those tips on myself, learning and trying to Dockstart for the first time on my goofy side. I'm regular and I will try for the first time to start from the other side on my goofy weak stance. So for the running Dockstart, there are three phases. You have the running phase, you have the transition phase where you jump from the dock to the board, and then you have the pumping phase. So let's start with the running phase. The running phase, this is the easiest one. And you want to make it as easy as possible. This is as well a phase where you can feel not that confident, unsafe. You can think that you are going to hurt yourself and so on. You don't know how many steps, you don't know which speed, on which speed you have to run and so on. So you have a lot of questions. This is a phase where you want to create a kind of reflex, muscle memory, to free your mind and to focus on the second phase, jumping on the board, which is much more difficult. For the running phase, you don't need that much step. So 3 steps for me, this is the best. It doesn't matter which front wing I'm using, if this is a big one, a small one, I will always use 3 steps. The more steps you use, the more confused you will be before jumping on the board, because you will have a lot of time to think, and you will get confused. So just few steps, but very quick. This is better than running for 20 steps and getting confused before jumping on the board. The second tip, this is you want to know exactly where you are going to jump on the board and how. So for me, I'm regular. So my left foot will be in front. And what I want, this is to jump with my back foot, so my right foot on the board first. So like this. I choose to start on the corner because if I fall on the right, on the left, I'm not going to hurt myself. So it means the last foot for me on the dock will be the left one in this position, so very close to the edge, so that I can here, so that I can jump on the board like this. So it's going to be this one, and then I can go backwards and to count my steps. So I want 3 steps, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to start in this position. I'm going to start in this position and do 3 steps. So 1, 2, 3. And doing like this, I know exactly where I start, where I'm going to jump on the board, so where is my the last foot on the dock, and I will be very confident about it. So knowing where you start and how many steps you have to do, so you go like this. I want to jump here, okay, so 1, 2, 3. It means I'm going to start running from this position here. And then what you want to do, this is to try to get started. But before pumping, you have to focus on the transition phase, which is jumping on the board and being in control of your foil for a small second. And doing this, you have to do this, you have to be in control with your foil before starting to pump. If you are unstable, if you are not in control, it doesn't bring anything to start pumping, you are going to fall, or if it works, it's going to be not that consistent. So when you know where to start and how to start from the dock, what you want, this is to start with the gliding exercise. So you are going to try to jump on the board and to glide for as long and as far as you can without pumping. When you jump on the board, it's very important, so you are going to get some speed and you want to conserve this speed. And to conserve it, not to lose speed, you want to jump as far as you can. So do not jump from this position. I don't want to jump here on the board, but I want to jump, to keep bringing the board forward and to jump forward on the board. So this is very important, to jump forward as far as you can on the board to keep and conserve the speed that you gain from the dock. Then in control, you try to stay stable and gliding as far as you can. So like this. And I glide. So this gliding phase, so this gliding exercise, learning how to do the second phase properly, this is very important, because if you try to pump as quickly as possible without being in control with your foil, it's going to be very, very difficult. And doing this gliding exercise, you focus really on trying to conserve the speed that you had on the dock when you jump on the board, to be able to keep the speed and to be able then to get pumping. If you lose all the speed that you get because you are not confident and you do not jump that far away from the dock, it's not going to be possible to pump efficiently afterwards. So you need to conserve the speed, jumping far, as forward as you can, and be in control with your foil. So again, I'm going to do it one more. I'm trying to put my camera a bit at the back, another perspective. So I want to start here. So 1, 2, 3, like this, starting position. Okay, and then up. For the third phase, so the pumping phase, the tip that I give you, this is, so you jump on the board, you're flat on the water, you glide for a small second, be in control with your foil, and the way you want to get started pumping, this is from the flat position to push on your back leg and be as light as possible straight away. And so to start with the climbing phase, this is going to, you are going to connect with your back leg, you are going to connect with your foil straight away, and it's going to be more efficient than if you are pushing with your front leg. You do not have any resistance. So if I'm pushing here, the foil is going down, but without any resistance. So this is better to push quickly with your back leg, being as light as possible to get started climbing and then pumping. So to summarize my tips, for the running phase, try to make it as easy as possible. You have to free your mind. So know how many steps you want to go for. Know where you want to have your last foot on the dock. Go reverse. Know where you have to start. For the transition phase, you have to jump as far as you can. You have to jump forward to conserve the energy and the speed that you gain on the dock. Do a gliding exercise first to learn how to jump on the board. being stable, in control of your foil. Glide as far and as long as you can. And for the last phase, so the pumping phase, after the transition phase, when you are flat, parallel to the water, push quickly on your back leg above the mast, going upwards with your whole body, so being as light as possible, to start climbing and connecting with your foil, starting climbing and then pumping.